Hey everybody, it's time for some used gear for today. We're gonna highlight a couple items. We're gonna do bindings today. 3 bindings that are on the floor right now that you can purchase. They're all used bindings, but in really good condition. So I wanted to kind of run you through a couple things, maybe some aspects of buying used bindings that you may not know. So the first one, I'm gonna start with the oldest one, which is a 22 Designs Hammerhead. This is an incredibly popular binding that has not been made for a long time. So a couple things to bring up about the Hammerhead is the parts are no longer made. They're hard to find. Even here where we have all of the parts broken down from older bindings that we can sell and repair, it's very good to know that they are not made any longer and they can be difficult to find and pieces break on them. So one thing you may want to look at when you are buying a Hammerhead, one of the hardest parts to find is this part right here. These are called inside and outside spreaders. So you can see there's a black piece and then there's also this little orange piece. There's a couple different color variations. There's a blue one. They're all the same. These date back all the way to the Russell Rainey days. Many people don't know that, but Hammerhead was originally Rainey Designs, and then when 22 Designs purchased Rainey Designs, they started making their own thing. Most of the parts are all interchangeable, but they are kind of hard to find. Awesome binding. It's a great binding, and that's why it's kind of a cult classic. Kind of sticking with the 22 Designs theme, we've got the axle. This is ever popular 75mm touring binding. In our opinion, this is probably the pinnacle of 75mm bindings. There's not a whole lot else you can do. It's got multiple pivot points on it. It's got 2 different spring options. You can go stock spring or you can go stiffy spring, just like the Hammerhead. It's super durable, metal, not a lot of parts. Super easy to do. And they hold value really well and they're easy to fix, and parts are still made and still available. So this is a really good option. And it's got a free pivot tour mode, unlike the Hammerhead. So really good binding. If you find these used, they're usually less expensive and there's not a whole lot that can go wrong with them. There are some older versions of it that could have parts that break, but overall, really good binding, holds really good value, and it works really well. We've also got a pair of Switchback X2s that are on the floor right now. Another great, very simple binding for backcountry. It's also got a free pivot tour mode, a little bit different than how the Switchback operates. This is more of kind of a flip tab, unlike the little lever action that you use for the axle. Simple enclosed springs, easy to take on and off, easy to fix, not a lot that can break on it. It's a 4-hole pattern. Unlike the 6-hole of the 22 Design stuff. So if you're a real heavy guy or really deep turns, you may not want a 4-hole pattern. It just, that extra 2 holes that you get with the 22 Designs holds the ski better. But one thing to notice is many people don't know the difference between Switchback and the Switchback X2, and it is all here in the toe plate. So the toe plate is elongated on the X2, which makes the pivot point further back, and that makes it more active on your foot. It activates the ball of your foot sooner when you drop your knee. If you want to learn more about that, check out my video about activity versus stiffness, and you can learn more there. X2 also comes with a little bit stiffer cartridge than the regular Switchback. But 3 great bindings. They're on the floor right now. You can find them at freeheellife.com in the used gear section of the binding section. If you have any questions, hit us up, customer service at freeheellife.com, or you'll find our email. I just gave you the email, but you can find our phone number as well on our website or on our social media channels where you're looking. Thanks for checking it out, and spread Telemark always.